Marsh, welcome in. Yeah, I thought I'd get some more early game resources together, and yeah, not gonna be a great grand thing, but something we have to get out of the way. And yeah, why not make it a stream? Let's see who else finds their way in. I think I already have a game somewhere. There we go. And yeah, last time we started doing that in single player, and it's gonna stay a single player, but I moved the save over to a server, so my PC isn't. And I was doing a full intro with a muted microphone. That's a great start. Yeah, welcome in. Hey Marsh. Yeah, just mentioned we need some early game resources before we can do anything grand, and yeah, not sure if I'm gonna do such things off stream much, but yeah, I wanted to give it a chance to be recorded, available to anyone, just to see how I did what. Not that I'm a great reference, but yeah, maybe I move it off stream for the more grindy parts. We'll see. And last time we started doing that on a single player save. I've since transferred that to a server, so my PC isn't quite as overwhelmed during the stream. Let's hope everything made it. Looked fine so far. Tried a few interactions, but yeah, didn't notice any issues. Ah, we do load in. Took a while there. Took a while, and it's daytime. Yeah, with the save being on the server, I can't really guarantee what time of day it is we spawn in, because the day-night cycle takes place even without me. Do you got anything? I still don't have any emeralds. It's completely irrelevant what you have. Gotta look into that. I'm pretty sure we can sift some up. Not that it's a priority right now, but let's check. Comes from a sieve with iron or higher from gravel. Okay, yeah, last time we didn't sift with upgraded meshes yet, so makes sense that we don't have any yet. But we got some iron and gold meshes, so we have a 1 or 3% chance to get some emeralds. And we should get our first few diamonds as well. That's good, that's good. Molten emerald. Productive metalworks. Okay, there's still some interesting stuff out there, I guess. Interesting. Emerald Geor Golem Charm. Geor Novo. Well, that got an integration as well. Interesting. If anyone's familiar with the Ars Novo Amethyst Golem, it's a magic little guy that interacts with amethyst blocks. Blocks of amethyst are transformed by them into budding amethyst, which then grows amethyst clusters, and they automatically harvest those clusters and put the shards in a nearby inventory. And the Geor mod is a mod for resource generation that allows the same mechanic as budding amethyst to be used for pretty much anything. And this mod pack has it for all things, for various materials for metals. And apparently there's a Geor Nouveau integration mod that copies the behavior of the amethyst golem and applies it to the Geor setup. That's cool. It might not be as fast as the more techy examples or techy methods to harvest them, but definitely an aesthetic choice for harvesting. Yeah, and the cluster and Geor budding block look pretty much the same as the original amethyst ones. Interesting, interesting. Okay, but that means we're gonna have to sift some things, so time to hammer some more stone into gravel. And also let me check out the quests. Zoom out a little bit. Oh yeah, we did some food and farming. Gather any crop. Welcome to the food and farming chapter. Here you'll find different ways for you to grow and make food. Which gives us some wheat seeds. Yeah, I think I can collect all the XP as well, so we get rid of the exclamation marks. Productive farming allows you to increase crop returns by modifying their stats. Quests coming soon. Oh yeah, the pack is still actively being worked on. I'm currently playing on the 1.4 version of the pack. Maybe we'll upgrade over the course of the game. We're doing this the old-fashioned way. Get along, little doggy. The classic lead. Use this to get animals into your farm area. This isn't the same thing as the ore. What? What ore? This left over from some copy-pasting. Leather, but cows can't be sheared. I don't want to know how you got these. Actually, we have not yet encountered any cows. But the one in trader is llamas. Find a cow and right-click it with a bucket. Seriously, why no bulls? Yeah, pretty much all mobs in Minecraft are either agender or bigender. Or non-gendered. I think among snails it's called hermaphrodites. Not sure how that applies to other species. What else do we got? Gonna use those bones. Bone meal is the most basic way to amplify your returns. That is true. Very basic vanilla fertilizer. Green fertilizer, yellow fertilizer, red fertilizer. Productive shrooms. Conflicts with green fertilizer. Okay, that takes red dye or similar things and a bit of gold and other basic stuff. Okay. Green one increases output per harvest. Conflicts with red fertilizer. Okay, so either quicker or more output. That's fair. Yellow fertilizer. Tired of annihilating your crops when jumping? Well, you're in luck, usable with the other two types. Prevents trampling. Huh. One of the ways not to trample your crops. That's cool. Saplings are pretty basic. We got that. Break the leaves. Any tool works, including your fist. Break some oak leaves. And we get more leaves. That's actually good. I need that for some other quests. Okay, that's later upgrade paths. The planter. Wait until you get machines for this. What do we have here? Okay, so that's for basic farming quest line. We have some fishing quest line, more cooking, and the kitchen decorations. Okay. A cow in a jar. Phenomenal milking powers. Itty bitty living space. Oh, we get a cow spawn egg when we craft that. Oh, okay, we need a cow first, but interesting we get a spawn egg for that. This block produces milk over time and enables milk recipes for the kitchen multi-block. Get a cow in the jar, place the jar in a hole, lure the cow to fall in said hole above the jar, then drop an anvil on it. I have no clue what this glass is made of, but it's stronger than my relationship with chicken. Whoever wrote that probably likes chicken very much, so there's a strong glass. Hi Les, welcome in. What do we have here? Productive trees. Fruits and fruits and fruits. Productive trees add lots of new trees that each have their own goodies. You can harvest these fruits by breaking the leaves. Okay. That's a different resource generation mod. We have so many options later on. That's gonna be something. Okay, what does the welcome quest have? Ah, I did not collect the XP rewards last time. We did some things during the getting started one. Okay, I'm getting some more crushed deep slate, that's nice. Still some other things. Oh, compressed iron hammer. That's nice. That's gonna speed up some things. And more flint meshes. Great. And we can probably add on to our sieving setup as well. More oak barrels, okay. That's the XP. More dirt. Gonna sift that later. More netherrack. Okay, was there anything else in this getting started one? Not yet. But yeah, we're gonna have to generate some water from through a crucible later on. Let me mark down that recipe actually. To advance the quest line, and this one has a connection over here to the porcelain water bucket, which I did have in my inventory, but since this one is a prerequisite for this quest, it was not fulfilled. Which is rude, but it's a thing. Okay, so that's where we get grass seeds from. Witch water, okay. I have to make that later when we have some mycelium. Oh, wrong buttons. Let me get us to bed. Not there's anything bad spawning out here, but best to get in the habit sometimes. Okay, basic storage. Yeah, as I said last time, storage is one of the first things I want to get into. So I'm gonna read into this a bit later. Basic armor power. Yeah, we got some quests started and partially completed pretty much anywhere. That's where the productive things start. Just curious to get a first look at how we're getting started in this mod, because I haven't played with it yet. Sawing and stripping. Productive trees is a system mod to productive bees. That's yeah, pretty on point. Oh yeah, they work together through their pollen, I think. Okay, big book of trees. And that's gonna tell us how to get into the various things. Okay, yeah, transforming those is probably going to be described in the book later. But yeah, this is the quest tree for the productive trees, meaning all these trees are a different resource that can be generated through harvesting trees. And all the resources here can be produced by beekeeping. And if we go over to, where was it? Somewhere. Let's get agriculture. Various resources here can be, including mob drops, can be obtained by farming. So all these different resource mods will give us options of creating resources in different ways. Not sure which ones I'm gonna focus on. Some resources are exclusive to some of the mods, but for the most part, we're pretty free on everything we want to do. Okay, but I said we're gonna harvest some early game resources. So we're gonna stick to the civs for now. And get the quest line a bit cleaned up. Let me see, I'm gonna need some flint shears, that's easy enough. And wool, if you need wool. Yeah, that's the other thing you can do with that. Okay, let's see. Just to get the quests out of the way. Where did I leave my flint? Here. Yeah, that satisfies that quest. And the other thing was the cauldron, for which I'm gonna need some wood, which I have. And a lot of slabs that I don't have any plans for yet. Okay, why did the questline want this? Pretty easy. While the barrels fill up by themselves when it rains, the crucible accepts leaves and breaks them down into water, similar to the porcelain crucible that takes stone and melts it down into lava. So that is how you can get water on any of these starting islands that don't have water on site. Now that we have this in place, let me get the inventory cleaned up again. Didn't we have some saplings somewhere? Did I plant them all? Apparently. Well, planting some more. That won't hurt. Yeah, not sure if I'm gonna need those oak barrels. Or we can keep the wood to get more sieves set up, because we have another flint mesh. I can sift those as well. Okay. For the sieve. Already forgot. Okay, it's just one oak slab and 2 sticks. So we're gonna keep one slab. 1, 2, 3, 4. And another one. For those. Okay, getting that together. And that is 1 stick missing. Okay. I should click into the right squares to get this. There we go. Expanding the setup a bit. For better throughput. More flint meshes that we can later upgrade to iron and gold. Alright, alright. Oh, and we can't really use them all together. That's a shame, okay. But good to know. Let's see. Calcite and basalt. From crushed deep slate and tough. Okay. A lot of things we can get from that. But as far as the ore chunks go, nothing really new on this front. Okay. Yeah, let me throw that one in here as well. Already time for a second chest, or third, another one. Let's see, I had some here. Time to get this hammered out again. Yeah, this is going to be the less interesting part of the stream and the main part. So I hope you got your snacks ready for prime time cinema. Speaking of snacks, I got my apples somewhere here. My apple slices. Oh, come on. If I can pick one up, that is. That just costs durability, because the compressed hammer does only work for compressed blocks. I promise I'm smart. Sometimes. Okay, okay. Let's try this again. Okay, if we can't use the sieves with the different meshes together, it's probably best to focus on the gold ones for now. Get the rest upgraded as soon as we can. And there's the first diamonds and kiwi as well, so it seems, yeah. Another stone type. Oh, and we're getting crimsite from this. Cool. One of the red stones that is, yeah, pretty much only decorational, but can be a nice part of the build palette. Oh, we're getting raw gold directly as well. Okram is also from Create. I think that one can be ground to include some raw gold. So that's Also a way to do it. Viridium, I think, is connected to copper. Crimsite might have a connection to iron, actually. If we crush it down. Yeah, contains some iron. And Azurine also has a metal connected to it. Don't ask me which one, though. But that can get that one smelted down. Yes, crims. Just crims. Let's get this all in here. Oh, gonna smelt that down. Get the rest saved up. Oh, and we also can compress that part. I think gold also just turns into one raw gold. Gold ore into raw. Or it doesn't break down into anything, because I have a stone pickaxe that is not high enough level for gold materials. Great. But we can do some more iron. At the very least. That was unfortunate. I should have just thrown it in there. And more emeralds. Oh, first emeralds. And inventory is full again. There's a lot of things coming out of there. Kiwi. Now we're full on coal in here as well. Okay, but we can get another one of the flint meshes upgraded. And we can upgrade it directly up to gold. Nice. And more gold. Can actually throw the redstone in here as well. Okay. already full on nickel. Copper is probably also not far off. Yeah, getting a lot of copper. Because there's always a lot of copper. That was not what I wanted to do. We have enough items, so I don't need another type. Okay, a bit more. That's another upgraded mesh. Nice. Maybe an iron furnace is also worth it next. Yeah, really have to wait here, because wasting coal isn't that much of an issue. But now it's almost over. If we get enough materials and just a bit of a storage system set up, should we do the automation for the sieves as well today? Depending on how long all that takes me. Can't do too late. You think? Okay. If time allows, we'll see. Oh, full on lapis actually here, okay. Does that work in here as well? No. Compression only in interfaces with a crafting interface. That's fine. especially since that is 2 upgraded meshes. Those over here. So we have a bit more space. Okay, that's 1 flint mesh upgraded. And the other one. All right, next batch. Oh, Shift K was it? Okay. Yeah, I mentioned the K hotkey for compressing things. If I'm in my inventory, I have a 2x2 crafting grid, and I can compress any recipes that only require the 2x2 crafting grid. If I got a crafting table open, it can be with more. Yeah, saving on some space here. Can be the 3x3 compression recipes. Just pressing K compresses the whole stack that's currently under the cursor as far as possible. Control K, that's just one compression recipe. And Shift K is what is the one I was searching for. That does all compression for all materials currently in the inventory of that type which the mouse is hovering over. Convenient, but I sometimes forget that it's there. Oh, and I honestly can't even tell which mod that hotkey is from. A lot of different things again. Lost my gravel. Please let me keep that. Okay, I think gonna prioritize the iron furnace next to get a bit of a speed upgrade here. Okay, tearing that down. Let me actually check. There's a quest line for this. Yep, there we are. Where does it start? It starts with a copper furnace. Okay, yeah, so they have different upgrade paths that can be used in different mod packs. Iron Furnace was for the longest time the first step in the crafting, because they each use the one before them. But when copper was introduced, they added a copper tier to the furnaces as well. But it's not technically a requirement for the iron furnace. You can craft the iron furnace directly from a furnace or from a copper furnace with a bit of a reduced cost on the iron at the cost of some glass. So we can still use the copper furnace. In that case, we're getting the upgrades anyway. Oh, and some blocks of coal. Yeah, these upgrade items can be used to convert the furnace in world without having to upgrade them actually. Silver furnace uses silver and can be upgraded from either copper or iron. And gold can be upgraded from either silver or iron. Yeah, the copper and silver steps are optional, but I'm gonna include them just to satisfy the quest line, so nothing gets blocked out here. Yeah, that's something for later. There's gonna be all the modium, vibranium, and unobtainium furnaces. The netherite, obsidian, crystal or emerald, diamond. It's a whole thing. So this is the full progression, I think. The rainbow furnace. What does it need? It needs rainbow plating and a rainbow core. Which needs 2 netherite furnaces. Okay. Plating is crafted from several of the tiered furnaces. Yeah, that's something for much later. Rainbow furnace needs quite literally every other furnace to craft. 8 rainbow plating and 1 rainbow core gives us the best furnace we could imagine. Yes, it takes 20 ticks to smelt or 1 second to smelt, but it doesn't smelt 1 item. How many items, you ask? How many are in a stack of items? Okay, so each smelting operation with this one takes 1 second, but it smelts the whole stack at once. That's nice. And there's also upgrades to all this, augments. Excuse me, augments. Yeah, but not getting into those right now. If we want to use that, we're gonna need some copper first and foremost. Yeah, supply that again. Upgrades People upgrades, indeed, indeed. Let me actually get that whole thing here. That's 16. And that I can mine with a stone pickaxe. That's 55. That is a lot of copper. Okay, let's go. Oh, yeah. Getting that sorted out again. Get that placed with copper again. Okay, well, that's smelting a bit more sifting. No space for zinc? Yeah. Thought there was some more space. Okay, I don't think I'm gonna wait for the whole thing to smelt. Just gonna use up the last of the coal. A straggler. Almost through. Right, time to upgrade that one to the copper tier. That gave us a quest completion, which allows us to upgrade another one straight to copper. For the iron furnace, yeah, either 8 iron or some glass. Do I have any glass I can use up? I don't think so. Yeah, then I'm just gonna use some iron. Okay, some cobblestone furnace, iron furnace. There we go. Yeah, so now we have a stone to iron upgrade and a stone to copper upgrade. Both start from stone. Can't use the iron upgrade on the copper furnace. At least I don't think. No, no chance. But yeah, these furnaces have the basic interface, but also here space for their augments. 3 different types. And they have an extra configuration, which allows us to configure item input output on the different sides. So auto in out, fuel. By default, it's the same configuration as a vanilla furnace. Takes items from the top, allows or takes input items from the top, allows here the orange rim, items to be taken out from the bottom via hopper or pipes or anything, and on the sides and back, front, left, right, back, it's fuel input. So a hopper could input some coal, and it also can react to redstone, either nothing, or it only works when it gets a redstone signal. And comparator with subtraction, that is probably something. I never fully understood how vanilla comparators work. They take an input signal, give the same signal strength out. If they get a signal from the side, they aren't blocked, but they only output something if the input is higher than the output, I think. So I'm not sure how comparator and subtraction mode comparator are to be interpreted here. I'm mostly using the input-output things, if that even. Okay, but these should be a bit faster overall. So let's put in this, and the copper one takes the smaller stack. And this is gonna get, let me uncraft that actually. This is gonna get those blocks. Okay. That's where my iron went. I think that's gonna be another few upgrades on the meshes. That's gonna be 6. Yeah, actually a lot. So I can take out the iron meshes. Move this flint one. 6. 9. Okay, that's actually enough to upgrade 3, but we don't have enough iron for that. Too small of a crafting grid. All right, there we go. Now with 7 gold meshes. Getting there throughput-wise. We can also reuse these meshes in the auto sieves later, so that's always nice. The sieve frames, though, those are gonna become not entirely useless. We can still use them for manual sifting, but automated is going to be done with those, I think. Or are they used as part of the crafting recipe? Yes, they actually are. So we can just use those together with a bunch of iron to create the flux sieve. That's what it's called, flux. Okay, some more gold. You get started on the iron. Another flint mesh. Golden. There we go. Okay, hammer's going down as well. But we should have a much better throughput now. Okay, here we go, a bit more iron. It's another 2 meshes upgraded. The tired is already setting in, even though I actually had a good night's rest last night. Weird. Gotta be the cozy resource grind. Two more iron meshes, golden meshes. Go. 1 left. Then we can collect some iron for the automation. For the storage automation, I'm gonna need more redstone though. We have 1 piece of dust. And we can sift it from dust. Okay. Gold mesh. 12% chance, that's respectable. Oh, and we're getting gold from that as well. And a lot of other things. Also from red sand. There's less different drops from right side actually. Yeah, I think it's time for another batch of for a batch of dust then. If I have the right grid, compress all that. Oh wait, we can keep that compressed. Because we wanted to get that down to dust. I think the hammer is gonna break though, yeah. Hammer is broken. And no iron to repair it. Okay, but we did save, yeah, compressed stone hammer. That one still works for materials though. A bit slower in the mining, but with the compressed blocks, I don't really mind. Especially for things like sand and dust, that stuff's pretty fast regardless. Oh boy, no new quests unlocked and completed. All the quests, yeah, there's a lot in this quest book. Which is fair. I mean, it's over 300 mods. Yeah, but especially for the start it can be quite overwhelming. Stay. Could actually throw that in here. Okay, that's 15. It's not too bad. Let's do some more gravel though. So we can get iron and repair the hammer and use the iron for automations as well. Though even with the gold meshes, it's still not that fast actually, or still not that much iron. Still better than with the early string or flint meshes. I do see a good bit of iron here. Flip, flip, flip. Well, there's the iron. There we go. Also more gold. Now what are we lagging for? Nothing. Thought so. Okay, that's 5 iron. That's at least enough to upgrade the last mesh. So we got that checked off the list. I can stop holding on to some of these. Okay. I think we have those here as well. Yep. Saving some more space. There we go. Okay, back to sifting. While Otto actually makes a good point with the artist credits, did you know that my PNG model, if I could type, was made by March? I think that shout out worked. Not that anyone here is surprised, but just because I can. Only half worked? Oh. What do you mean half? Ah, great. Yeah, I tried to do a autocomplete, but the command was still sent. Ah well. It was worth a try or something like that. Gonna have to wait for the cooldown. Getting confused with my hotkeys here, because some of them are glowing when they shouldn't be. The microphone is on, but my mute button is red. Interesting. Interesting. Yeah. Even though I have the Stream Deck set up, and I would consider that professional hardware, I'm using it with community-made software under Linux, which does work great, but it does lack some integrations that the proprietary first-party solution from Elgato offers. But with my setup being a Linux-based setup, it's just not in the cards. Gonna have to rework some of my buttons. Because they do change states. They don't toggle, they do activate and deactivate certain things. And also change state with that. Meaning have a different background color or something. But when I change the page, meaning a different set of functionality on the same buttons, and go back, they all revert to their state 1. They don't represent what's actually happening in my software. Bit of a disconnect between hardware and software there. Hi, you again. Anything I would like to buy? Oh, the Captive Dreams one again. Do I want that? Maybe later. Maybe later. What I sadly do want is leather, so sorry about that. And we're just gonna wait for the trader to despawn. I could technically get rid of him as well. But where are my leads? Are they not somewhere there? But he drops his head, and that's another item I would have to either throw out or store. And I don't want to store more items right now, because I'm still at chests, and chests are a hassle. But the mass shoutout should now have worked. So that's something. I wanted to backpack setup though. To get started into that mod. Copper. Let's start with a basic one. How about that? Any chests for leather, for string? Okay. chest. It's the leather. And the string. There we go, a backpack. Which starts the sophisticated backpacks questline. Nice. And I think we can also already upgrade that a bit. Apart from dyeing it several different colors. It's also a copper or iron thing. Let's check what the quest wants. Just so we have all that covered and don't need to craft another one later. If we're not actually using it. There we go. A random reward. Upgrade bases. Okay. Some XP. So the backpacks allow different upgrades and they're all crafted from an upgrade base. So not bad to have some of that. Copper, iron. Can we craft that from the copper one? Yeah, for half the iron cost. Gold is exclusively crafted from iron. Diamond from gold. Netherite is upgraded in the smithing table from the diamond. Okay, so that part is not vanilla, because backpacks aren't vanilla, but is as it is, yeah, supposed to, or as it is used in other parts. Okay, where are we gonna get the first one in here actually? That's where we're getting into occultism, one of the magic mods. We're gonna summon a possessed hoglin. Okay. A classic of all the mod series. Or at least the to the sky variant. Normally the netherite upgrade smithing template is found in some of the or specific one of the bastions or bastion remnants down in the nether. But for Skyblock they actually invented a way to get it without going to the nether. Especially because while there are structures in the nether, there's no terrain. It's also an empty void, similar to what we live in here. I wanted a place to put my upgrade bases, because I'm not going to use those right now. Here we go. But I want the iron, gold, and actually also some copper. Let's upgrade that. Always put it back in the inventory so it gets registered for the quest line. Made that mistake a few too many times. There we go. And technically we could also already upgrade to diamond level, but I mean, we're almost to a stack of diamonds, so why not? Not using them right now for anything else. And if we open that, all this space is due to the upgrade levels. The base backpack is the size of one chest, or the base inventory minus the hotbar, same 27 slots. This is now a whole lot wider, and we have upgrade slots. That's gonna get interesting later. For now, I'm gonna open that up, and there's a backpack curio slot. There we go. I should be able to, yeah, opened with a hotkey. Nice. Let's see. Let me rip this down. Compressed stone hammer is broken. Okay, got that taken care of. Wrong grid. There we go. It's just clutter at this point. There we go. Gonna reconnect these so I can mine them in one go. Okay. Alright, I think with this we're getting close to filling up another double chest. So, next goal should be... Nope. Next goal should be to get storage set up. Nothing fits in there anymore. Not all that much iron, but that should be fine. Okay, if we check out the basic storage quest line here. We have a few things we can get into. One is functional storage. I already crafted a drawer earlier. No drawer, okay. That was this block over here. And we just got 2 more of that. Those are nice for bulk storage, because you can upgrade them to fit quite a lot of items. Right now, let me actually just place these here for later. Right now we have a lot of different items though. So we might be better off with a different set, meaning sophisticated storage. Sophisticated storage does take the normal chests and barrels, and similar to what we saw with the bigger and bigger backpacks, gives us bigger and bigger chests and barrels. And we can also tie multiple of them together with a storage controller. What even is a storage link? Allows you to connect multiple storages that are not attached to a storage controller or any blocks that are connected to it. So it's a way to wirelessly connect a multi-block of storages without needing to right-click each one of them. 14 blocks of range still applies. That doesn't mean anything to me yet. multiple storages that are not attached to a storage controller or any block that are connected to it. Does the tooltip help anymore? Connect separate multi-block of storages to controller. Use storage tool to link to controller. Okay. Thing is with the sophisticated storage chests and barrels, we can link them to a controller, and through the controller we can access all their inventories at once. We can configure that through the storage tool. Okay, and the link is apparently for any storage multi-block. Interesting. So the storage multi-block is not necessarily from any other mod, some multi-block structure that offers storage, but just a cluster of chests and barrels. Okay. I think we can work with that. Okay, haven't any chest or... Oh, those are actually already the sophisticated variants. We can do that. Okay, they have the same storage capacity as the normal ones, but they have a storage upgrade already, or a slot for that at least. Another upgrade base for the backpack. Oh yeah, NBT new. That's actually important for later. NBT is the data structure, so whenever you have an item in programming memory, it counts as an item. If it's just a normal one, doesn't use that much space, it's a small object, it's just a reference to a type of an item. If you have something more complex, like an enchanted tool, those enchantments and the durability and all that, that is called NBT data. And later down the line there are virtual storages, digital storages, however you'd like to call them, which allow us to store a lot of items in very, very few blocks. Several thousand items in just one block space, for example. If we store too many NBT attached items in there, it might be too much data for the save file and corrupt a chunk. So best to keep an eye out for that. And for acknowledging that, we actually get an enchanted book, which is Unbreaking? Yeah, Unbreaking one. Where did I leave the upgrade bases here? Yeah, there's always some gotcha or thing to keep in mind with all this modded content. But for now, let me pick up some of the redstone dust, because we're gonna need that for the sophisticated chests. Yeah, let's start with 3 of those. We're gonna need redstone torches, if I recall correctly. And we should be able to just craft them together to get a sophisticated oak chest. There we go. Like the quest said, it's just a normal chest, but it also has a slot for a sophisticated storage upgrade. And we are getting an oak boat with chest. Okay. What are we getting for that? Packing tape. Oh, nice. Can we uncraft that? Not really. Yeah, mobile storage. Vanilla things, because why not? It's a boat with a chest. A chest boat. Yeah, the packing tape has 8 uses. So I'm not going to demonstrate it right now, because I would have to craft more if I needed. But it allows me to tape shut a sophisticated storage block, which I can then break, carry around with me, and place down again. And if I break the tape, the contents are still in there, which technically allows me to carry humongous amounts of items. Okay, we have the optional copper chest. Which we can again craft into the iron variant. Gold and diamond and netherite. Yeah, so that's pretty much the same progression line as with the backpacks, because they're made by the same person. So makes sense that they function similar. Okay, we still have 10 copper ingots. Gonna need to satisfy that one quest. And then I can take care of the rest through iron. Though we would save on some iron if we do it through the copper stages. Yeah, let's do that. Actually, a lot of gold by now. We can also process the other ores soon. And yeah, taking the diamonds as well. What's the recipe for the controller though? Okay, that takes a sophisticated storage chest. Any stone, any planks, and comparators, for which we also need stone again. And more redstone torches. I think also some, yeah, nether quartz. We already have quartz. From something we sifted. No, we actually don't. Oh, we can actually upgrade one of the chests through the upgrade item. Saving some more copper. Nice. Okay, that's 3 copper. 3 iron chests. Ah. 3 gold. And 3 diamond chests. Oh, what's hanging? That's basically another free upgraded one. Sorry. Did I have some sticks saved up somewhere? I don't think so. Okay. Getting another chest. Sophisticated storage chest. Yeah. Which we can upgrade to iron, gold, diamond. And with that we have 4 diamond chests. That's a lot of storage. I still want the controller to have an easier interface to it all though. And there's also the crafting station, I think. No? It's not the basic crafting table, but there's a similar functionality. I thought it was in here. Oh. Which one was that? Which mod contained that table again? Yeah, those are just decorational. Metalworks. Yeah, no table there. Yeah, what I'm looking for looked like a table with a crafting bench top that can actually use items from an adjacent storage. Meaning I could have put that next to the yeah, just put it next to the controller of the chests. But for now, this is what we get. Where am I gonna start at? Gonna have to start cleaning up the island soon. I thought that would just break and vanish when it's broken. Okay. Not that it's actually worth it to repair a stone tool, but it just seemed easier for now. Yeah, the sophisticated chests also combine. And yeah, this is the size of a double diamond chest. It actually has a scroll bar. So that's already a lot of storage. Each of these slots still only fits a full stack, but with stack upgrades we can fit more items in a stack. So that is indeed a lot. I'm gonna interface with that though. I don't think it's a good idea to start right away into the digital storages. What interfacing options do I have though? Integrated dynamics is in here, but we don't have any mineral. Integrated tunnels might still be a good one though. Energy interface. Item interface. Where can we get mineral from? Sifting moss. We now do have more storage. So sifting another few things shouldn't be all that much of a problem. Any other way to get the shards? Not really. Oh, we can farm mineral through bees later on. Interesting. Okay. Yeah, I think for now the integrated dynamics path is the easiest to combine a few combine some inventories into a storage system. It does get laggy at some point with enough inventories because it searches through them all. But it should be fine actually. Since we do have some moss. You want to spread some of it? Yeah, we have some dirt to fill the island back up. That wasn't the plan. Also much greener than the grass, because if you look at the right, below the minimap, we are technically in a Badlands biome with our starter island. Okay, let me pick up the moss and put some dirt back down. Okay, one more. There we go. Alright, let's see if we can get some mineral trees. Quest completed, integrated dynamics. That should be a sign of starting that quest line. Or rather, getting one of the saplings. Just one, though. Oh, we'll manage. Our first arse trees, eelwood. Okay. It doesn't have much use to squeeze all this in here now. I'm gonna move anyway in a moment. Oh, I don't know if it grows in moss. It does grow on dirt though. Okay, let's hope it actually drops a few more saplings. It actually does. Yeah, very good. Because played with it in another mod pack some time back. And getting another sapling, at least in that configuration, was not just a gamble, it was pretty much a given that you wouldn't get one. It was a whole process to get more. Oh, enriched mineral block. And we can't reach that. Sometimes these trees spawn with enriched mineral blocks. So usually it's just normal logs. But they're blue and we can squeeze some interesting resin out of them. But for the most part they are just that, logs. But the enriched ones drop some crystallized mineral chunks, which are part of what we want to from the resin that we can get out of them. Okay, let me plant those here for now. They can grow up in their own time. Let's see, we can get that through the drying basin. The resin comes from a mechanical squeezer. That was the one I wanted to look at, yeah. Which gets us more chunks and the resin itself. Okay. So the mechanical squeezer is the one thing. And the drying basin, the other, let's see. Oh yeah, that's the mechanical one already. Basic one should suffice for now. Block of iron, otherwise fine. And oh, this is gonna need some black dye. Where can we get that from right now? Crushed blackstone. We should have some blackstone. There we go. Yeah, the inventory is filling up with junk. I'm gonna keep those on me for the time being. Okay, 16 blackstone. Which I can't compress. It's not Minecraft unless you have inventory issues, yeah. Especially modded Minecraft. I mean, there's enough different blocks in the construction of this camper van to fill up your inventory 3 times, I would guess. Which is more than enough for anything. Okay, we need a non-compressed hammer. Because we can't compress the blackstone. I can't aim. think that quest was part of the starting out and should give me more crushed blackstone. There we go. Let's hope there's enough black dye in here. Our first ancient debris. Nice. 1 black dye. And we got more blackstone out of blackstone. That is nice. I think we got more blackstone out of it than we put in. Yeah, we did. Well, technically not. Because we got 9 blackstone from... 9 crushed blackstone from the quest reward. But getting almost as much blackstone out of the pebbles that you sift from them as you put in to craft the stone in the first place, that's special. Okay, this time we definitely got more blackstone out of it. Wild. That is indeed wild. Okay, run out of space in here though as well. Single andesite pebble is not granite. Those are not as important. We can get a lot more of those later on. Okay, but we have our 2 black dye, which is what we wanted this for. Let's see, for the drying basin it was any 4 logs and 2 iron ingots. There we go. And the 2 black dye. Drying like a boss. Sure. And for the squeezer, we need 10 iron for okay, yeah, we should have that. 10 iron on point. Actually, I was hoping this was that would last a bit longer. Oh, it's planks, not logs. My bad. There we go. We're throwing the ancient debris into that chest as well. Okay. I will take the drawers if the boat doesn't push me away. Got the squeezer. And the drying basin. Let's see. Also have the item pipe. Just to get some things set up here already. Wait, did this automatically flow into the drying basin if it's diagonally down from it? On those grooves? I don't quite remember. So okay, how this squeezer works, I can put in a mineral log and then I gotta jump on it a few times. And then we get a bucket of mineral resin out of it. The extra... okay, that doesn't work like this in this case. The mechanical squeezer, which takes power, meaning not electricity, but Fe, would churn out some extra mineral chunks. The brain is really getting tired. But we can still use the resin that we squeezed out if we can get it into a drying basin. Let me see if it automatically transfers if it's on the same level. It does, because there was something about these grooves I do remember. Okay, and this now takes some time and then dries out into a block of crystallized mineral, which breaks down into 9 chunks, which we can store in here. Okay. And yeah, this can be reset by giving it a redstone signal. And there is technically a way to automate that already without needing any power, by putting up a redstone clock that regularly resets it and putting 2 armor stands on it. And resetting it throws up the armor stands enough that if they both come down, they squeeze it again. It works. It works pretty well, actually. But I'm just not gonna bother, because I don't need all that much mineral. Okay, let's see. What did I want to do this for? I'm gonna need logic cables. Oh yeah, those take redstone. Where did I put the redstone? Did I already move that over? So pretty much any logistics or logic or something mod brings some form of cable. So we're gonna have about 50,000 different types of cables over time. Yeah, that's better. Okay, what did I want? I wanted a storage terminal, crafting job terminal. I think this is the one. It's gonna need mineral glass. How does that work? Oh, okay. Glass in a drying basin. We don't have any sand, so that's gonna be a bit of a process, but that's fine. Give me a cobblestone. Throw that in here. What else do we need? The item interface. Okay, that's just a chest and some mineral chunks. And gives us 4 interfaces already, that's nice. Input and output variable transformers, that means pistons, that means iron, which means more sifting. Ah, it's never easy, isn't it? Okay, let's get the glass in here. And squeeze out some mineral resin. Oh, yeah. The item pipe sucked out the lock from the squeezer before I could squeeze it. That's not confusing at all. Okay, we have the mineral glass. Glowstone is glowstone. Variable card needs paper. Where can we get paper from right now? Bark. Yeah, tree bark is probably the best, for which we need an axe and a cutting board. Cutting board. Put that over here. Craft an axe. Putting a log on the cutting board and right clicking with the axe gives us a strip log and some tree bark. And we need 3 more piece of paper. Okay, that wasn't too bad. Which opens up augments for the furnace mod. It's all connected or something. That's a lot of variables for values, you know. Integrated dynamics and its add-on mods are all bit programming adjacent. You can do some logic connections and automations with it. It's a bit tedious. It tends to get laggy after a while. It takes some getting used to. Not the best thing you can use. We actually need a sticky piston. What's currently the best way to get some slime? We can craft a slime ball together with a name tag named uSticky to get a uSticky slime ball that can be thrown. Wait, the normal one can be thrown as well. What's special about this one? That's okay. Not gonna question that, I guess. Some of the create quests could get us some slime. Might be one of the easiest ways right now. Linear chassis takes 2 andesite alloy, which I can get through either zinc or iron. So much to do. So many ways to do them. Okay, we're gonna need more iron either way. Let's start by taking care of that. That's a lot of stuff again already. Can stuff some of it in here though. But we were mostly going for the iron. Okay, got that taken care of, mostly. Crimsite is full as well. Okay, okay. Maybe I should move all this out of the way and get the new storage set up here as well. Oh well, oh well. By the way, more iron. Wait, didn't we also have some... We already have 2 nuggets, but yeah, that's not enough for anything actually. We need some andesite, which we currently don't have. There's always something, then. Always something. And I don't even want to start into create right now. Just want to do the quest. Stone, blackstone, deep slate, salt, andesite. That is not enough andesite. Give me more andesite. Go on, just a bit more. want to get up to 12 pebbles. There we go. Okay, that brings us to 4 andesite, which we can combine here into andesite alloy, the basic, not quite metal, not quite stone, andesite alloy alliteration thing, the base material of Create, which we currently don't want to get into and don't technically need. I just want to use it to craft some linear chassis. Because the book said that I could get some oh god, okay, because I could get some slime for it. Does anyone see the linear chassis? There it is. Quest line wants us to have super glue beforehand, which needs slime to craft. Where can I get resin from? Zycraft with an extractor. Pretty much any log. Hi Ilya. You live. Did you take a nap? That takes aluminum and item of fluid port. Okay. Slept for the last 2 hours. Okay. Did that help your headache though? Or did it just get worse? That's the next best question here. Still there? Well, there was hope. Yeah, I'm really running out of item space. Okay, I wanted some nuggets and... I haven't worked much with Zycraft apart from getting the... what was it? Getting the extractors set up that we're now working towards. Let's just smelt that down here. Okay. So where did I want to go? I wanted a basic vanilla sticky piston, but I don't really want to work to get slime bolts, so we're taking an alternative route by using resin bolts. But for that we need to extract resin from tree. And that's a phantom. I don't like those. And to extract resin we need an extractor, which is a whole other crafting tree. So yeah, there's always something to do. Okay, that's where I need the kiwi. Piston pointed dripstone. We had some pointed dripstone somewhere from lifting something. There we go. Iron. Need more wood. And some cobble. Oh, wait. Need the planks first. Okay, piston. And where did I leave the key? There we go. 2 blocks of that. Now crafting this with an item port, but it should not make any difference, even though I can craft this with a item port or fluid port, and we want to use it for fluids, but it's the same extractor block in the end. That thing can actually extract 48 different things, it seems. So depending on the block configuration below the extractor or above, you can usually put these upside down as well. You can create various different block types or items. One of the funniest recipes, actually, if I can find it. Oh yeah, if you put it on dragon egg, it will extract another dragon egg every 15 seconds, which that makes sense, I guess. But also, if you put it on a dragon head, you get dragon's breath. Because why heck not? But for now, we wanted to use it on a log. And I'm going to reuse this drying basin because I don't want to sift for more black dye. But yeah, the basic setup. Really running out of space for planning and everything. Was to put the extractor on top of a log and doesn't like that. What's the configuration for that again? Something resin. Here, block of resin from the drying basin. If I put in bio resin, what can I take that from? Strip blocks, it seems acacia would work. Can I get the full list? Not really. Okay, some of those logs need leaves below them. Cedar, breadfruit. There's too many trees in all this. But I think the arse trees would work. Acacia, if we have an acacia sapling. We're still not looping, by the way. We're still going through them all. Okay, flourishing arsewood or Acacia are probably the easiest ones to get right now. Or blazing. Blazing or flourishing. Okay, let's see. You come with me again. Yeah, flourishing. We have that. But those need four saplings to actually grow a tree. Great. Is there nothing I have on hand? Mangrove? Not really. Oh yeah, we can buy that from the market. But we can also sift it from moss. I guess more moss it is. And since there's moss below the whole island, it shouldn't be too much of a problem. Yeah, with the amount of time I'm spending on getting a basic item storage set up, I don't think it's gonna be the day that we automate the sifting of resources. It's just not in the cards today, I think. But there we go, acacia saplings. Nice. I think I had a set of flint shears somewhere. Okay. With that I can get some leaves. And a log on which we can now set the extractor. The drying basin. And it still does not extract. Why not? Because you see the orange animation here. That's the activity sign for the extractor. If it does not do that, it means something is not configured correctly. It works downwards. Glad we talked about it. That's an automation we can do. We need that. So the extractor fills the drying basin with the bioresin, where as soon as it gets to a full bucket's worth, it should start drying into a block bioresin. We're having some particles. Takes a moment. Or 2 or 3. There we go. And a block of resin. Then our item pipe can extract that into a storage drawer. Placing it like that is actually news to me, but good to know that it works. Okay, we have a block of resin, which splits into resin balls. We can craft a sticky piston. Hallelujah. That took forever. Oh, it tricked me. Our first passive mob spawn. Hey, little guy. Okay, why did we want... Can I now get your name? No, out of reach. I wanted to craft 2 pistons. I wanted to make one of them sticky, so I can combine it with variable cards and crystallized membrane chunks. To get a output variable transformer and input variable transformer. Oh yeah, the display panel needs a static light panel, which... Okay, I get it. You don't like me. Well, I don't either. We need 2 of those to combine it into a display panel before we can craft that into a storage terminal, and we need 4 glowstone with that as well, glowstone dust with that as well. I have been lurking because I'm swamped at job, but every time I look at the screen you have a new shiny thing. Yeah, it's a lot of shiny things. And some of them are only temporarily in use, and they each require 15 different shiny things to acquire them in the first place. And it's so much to do in these kinds of packs. Okay, I want 2 static light panels, so I can craft a display panel. So I can craft a storage terminal. Ah, that took forever. Okay, but I should be able to tear down these chests again. I think I'll actually show you here. Putting the packing tape around it. Now if I break it, it retains the items inside. All this, by the way, is the NBT data we were talking about earlier. So this item now has takes up a lot more storage than one of these. Because it has more info attached to it. Placing it down removes the tape again. Okay, we also have the logic cable and the item interface and the storage terminal. Here we go. Why did I do all this? Ask myself that very question regularly. I can now use these logic cables together with an item interface to interact with inventory blocks and take the storage terminal to have an interface about the whole thing, either for just the item storage or for crafting. This is much too big. Let's see, grid size with small, medium, grid size large. That seems okay. A lot of things. Stack size. Yeah, let's do that. So I'm used to it. Okay, so now up here I have a have the info about what items are available in the attached storages. I have an integrated crafting table and I have my own inventory. If I now put anything through the item interface into this storage, like all the junk I currently don't want to have in my inventory, it's placed in one of the attached inventories. Here we go. There it is. So now I can do the thing that on servers I administrate, ask Marsh not to do. And break chests and drop a lot of items onto the ground. So I can then throw them into my new system. What you coughing for, frog? Why would I advise someone not to do this? Every item that's on the ground, or anywhere in the world for that matter, is an entity that floats about, and that means that it is or has to be kept track of and needs to be computed by the server. And if you do that with thousands upon thousands of item entities, that will cause the server to lag. Let's see, anything else I should take out of here? Well, technically it's not too bad with this storage to have NBT data items in here. So that should be fine. I could technically get more furnaces set up and automate a bit of my smelting. But for the most part, I have the storage set up that I wanted. So it is definitely a win. How many chests are left over now? I did not mean to. Scroll here. There they are, 5 chests, that's alright. Okay, let's see. Oh, almost lost my cutting board here. We upgraded ashes to gold. We took a first look at integrated dynamics and integrated tunnels. We got a storage system set up. We have some bioresin automation. Just out of curiosity, what else is this used for? The reactive enchantment, interesting. Can I use the resin balls for? Few things that are usually done with slime, I would guess. If I take a resin ball and dye it white, I get a snowball. That is definitely a thing. But yeah, it replaces slime in several crafting recipes. That's actually nice. Okay, gonna leave it in here for now though. Let me check how much iron do we have on hand. Basically nothing. I think that I'm not gonna repair this hammer anytime soon. Okay. 2.5 hours and we have a storage system. That's not too bad. Let's see. Anything else I want to achieve today? Or is it just gonna be some more sifting of things? Yeah, any grander automation is gonna need a lot more time, a lot more iron. I think I might just call it here for today. You alright with that, little guy? Yeah? I think this is supposed to be a beard, but I think they're very cute little guys. No matter their theoretical, magical, elven age. Well. It is a lot. It is a lot indeed. But this is where I should go now. Bed. Even though it's bright out in the world. It's very dark out over here. Oh. I already had a cutting board. Oh well. Oh well. Almost 3 hours is a good time. Yeah, I think so too. I think so too. I achieved what I wanted. And we're gonna find another goal for next time. Let me see what we're gonna do next. Maybe we can find someone to raid over to. Anyone online I know of? No. Maybe I can offer you some more of the same. Maybe not in French. Yeah, not really, not really. No one online I know. No one online playing the same mod pack. Yeah, not gonna force it then. Then I encourage you to look for your own entertainment in your own time. Thanks again for joining me, and see you around next time. Bye bye.